right, guys, I had to pop off. It looked like we lost sound. Hopefully you can hear me. Just let me know. Hi, guys. Sorry about that. Can you hear me now? Yay, good. Good. All right, so I'm not sure when we lost it. I think you guys probably heard about chilling. I think you've probably seen chilling, but I did want to show you white flash. Sounds good. Good. Okay, great. So white flash, this just went up yesterday. This is from Rosie Hip. Flash glitters that are super easy to use. I will show you one on a nail just so you can see the consistency in the formula. It's really, really easy. And I love that it doesn't have any bald spots. Yeah, right? I mean, sometimes that happens with flash glitters. So they're really pretty. Okay, so those just went up. Chilling is new. And I was saying with Divock Four Seasons, if you missed out, I believe I heard that pre-orders for the full collection might go up today. Okay, so that again is 48 gels because you get 12 in each season. So this is spring. I mean, if it's time to refresh your syrups, this would be the way to do it. Summer, these are all glassy. They are syrups, but they're much more glassy than the other seasons. Okay, and this is fall. We did do lives on all of these collections. You can find them on Sweetie Nail Supply's YouTube channel. It's kind of hard to scroll down, guys, on my channel or Sweetie's on Instagram and find them. So go to their YouTube. And then winter. Although they can all be used at different seasons. But I believe that these are going back up for pre-sale today. The next thing I wanted to say was, I'm not sure if you guys saw all the Creer collections that went up. Okay, so Creer, you guys have seen me talk about their chromes, etc. They're really, really, really nice. But I did want to tell you, if you want to try a new brand that maybe you haven't tried yet. So Creer has some tiny collections. And one really cool thing about some of them, and they're all really pretty. Again, here's some pretty glitters. Add bling. These have glitters and syrups. Okay. Their syrups are no wipe and ready for chrome, and so are their cat eyes. So if you're big into the chrome cat eye collections, you might want to check out Creer during the sale. So the only ones that are not no wipe are the glitter gels, but like all of these could be immediately chromed. So they're really pretty. And I think during these sales that are like, what, twice a year, Black Friday and birthday, that's the time to try out something that you're like, oh, curious. Yeah, I think that's a complicated question. So the other thing is Sousa, another pretty new brand. I think you guys might have caught the live, but they're really beautiful. Like these glassy, silky cat eye. This is collection number 3. They name theirs with numbers. Okay, so Sousa is a brand you might want to check out. And they also have things like this. So they have syrups. They have glitters. This is 2 and 9. All right. And they also have colored bases. So that is something new that you could also try out. But I want to hear from you guys. What questions do you have, too, that I can help answer you and maybe direct you? I mean, did you look at those? Wow. So pretty. I think I put that one on upside down. Oh, and another thing that popped up that you might not have seen from the Favori. So this is their latest cat eye collection. Very, very glassy. Okay, so that popped on. Favorite 3D products. So there's a lot of products that I use from Sweetie Nail Supply that are 3D. I do not do a ton of sculpting, but you've got a lot of brands. Like you have Gel and Gel, You have Yogo Mayo. So all of these, okay, are going to be great for everyone who likes like 3D sculpting gel, right? So you've got a bunch of different options. Oh, and hold on, I see it's something else going by. I meant like yogurt. Okay. Yeah. All right. So these are options on there for that type of thing. Me, I use a lot of the sculpting or like 3D gels like this. So I want to say, like if you saw Amena has a textured gel. Oh yes, Metal Object is so sold out right now. So these are like kind of gritty. If you're in Canada, you can also use Blanc de Blues Antique Collection. I use that a lot, you guys, like a lot, because it has silky 3D gels, like nuanced gels like this. See how it's whipped? But this is a 3D gel, a nuanced gel. And then it also has textured gels in there, like they're white and they're black that are more, when I say textured, I mean gritty from glitter. So there's glitter in these gels. So when you see bumpy texture, it's often with these texture gels. Imena is another option for that. Okay. Very, very, very cool. Let's see. There's also like fine liners. So something you guys should definitely check out during the sale. I'm not sure if you've seen them, but LAP has some really great liner gels that you can use for fine, like 3D accents, etc. And they have silver, they have black, they have white, and they have gold. And I'm trying to get one out. My drawers are too full, guys. Amena should be up there. Do you see? So it's kind of glittery. So what's going to happen when you use something like this? And here, let me just show you. Because we'll take a clear. Let's take a clear. And let's take the LAP. And I'm just going to show you how fast it is to chrome. Yes. All right, so you saw that the clear syrups are no wipe. Their cat eyes are also no wipe. All right, but let's do this. And we'll use a clear chrome. Yes, if I see you guys talking about some things not being available to the US right now, if you saw the email, what that means is currently, due to tariffs, etc., anything that is manufactured in China, and thankfully, it's not much at all, guys. Not from Sweetie Nail Supply anyway. It's not available to U.S. buyers because Sweeties does not want you to pay tariffs on your total purchase because of like one little thing that was like $4. So right now they took it down. You know, we'll see what happens. Hopefully that will sort itself soon, etc. But for right now, if it's manufactured in China, it's not available to the USA. You're hoarding your Bonnie Bees like it's gold now. Yes, please don't spill your Bonnie Bees. Do not spill them. Or your Blanc Blancs, okay? Take very good care of them. You're right. And hopefully that won't be forever. And you know, it's really something nice that they're doing for us. Okay, but there are Creers up there. And I did want to show you these anyway. So Creer, LAP, these gemstone. Oh, you're not sure how to bring out the cat eye? I've used the magnet, came with it, but not seeing it. Yes, actually, lashes. DM me. I am Inspo by Nails. I will send you the live that we did with Rosie Hip, and it'll give you all tips and tricks with the gemstone collection. Okay? Inspo by Nails, all one word. All right, so I wanted to show you guys this. This is Creer. Okay, these are bubble beams, etc. They have a lot of chromes up there. They're all beautiful. I don't know that I picked a good one for this base, but who cares, right? Palette Keras. All right, Palette Keras, we'll go over that too. Do you see how easy, guys? Seconds, okay? Because they're formulated to grab their chromes. But we'll also go over it with their, maybe we'll do black or silver or gold or whatever. You guys know chrome doesn't grab chrome. So let's fully chrome this, and then let's use one of the liner gels. Okay, so I can show you how they work too. See? Time saver. I love these gels that are ready for chrome because we're doing a lot of it lately, and I love that some of the cat eyes are too. But let me get a quick. Let me get a... Oh, definitely, guys, I could go all over the place with this kind of thing. What would you suggest? Yes, I will definitely give you some suggestions from Palette Keras because they're beautiful. I should have wiped this, but whatever. You guys get the idea. All right, so it's going to be almost like a little tiny glittery. I don't know if you guys can see that because the chrome's so shiny. I'll make something bigger. But what happens is you can see what you're doing, right? They're tinted, right? With that little bit of silver glitter. So you can see what you're doing. You can see that your line is straight, etc. The gold and the tiny glitters in here really react beautifully to when you chrome it, right? So it kind of, I'll show you. I went to Korea and got the yogurt gels and the Jello one. Pricing in Korea is very different. They get very different pricing than international importers. I will say that. If you're lucky enough to go to Japan or Korea, enjoy your trip. It's just not the same. Not the same. I think it's like Levi's costing $500 in certain places. Like, really? It is. Hi. All right, we will take out the Palette Keras drawers too. I want to show you that. But let me show you this. All right, let's use an LAP. Let's use this one. See this LAP? These are almost like slightly holographic. Kind of similar to, not the same thing, but kind of similar to like the Blanc Tinkerbell ones. But see what happens? Now you can chrome this too. All right, very easily because they're all no wipe and ready for your chrome. Okay, so that's something to consider. Hard to see because that under chrome is really beautiful, right? So check those out if you're sad about Bonnie B and Blanc not being up right this second. There are plenty of options. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a lot in each jar. I mean, like you said, be careful with your chromes. It's so sad when they flip or they go somewhere. But yeah, these are really cool products, and they make your life easier. Moving on to Palette Keras. Let's see. I think that was the next question. Yes, okay. So Palette Keras, if you're not familiar with, okay, she is mainly potted gels. And one thing that I would definitely say you have to, if it's in stock, is T01. T01 is a milky white. Yeah, the camera can't handle it. Milky white is probably the most versatile pot when you're looking at like Japanese and Taiwanese gels, etc., because you'll use it for a lot of things. So T01 is a must-have, but she also has really beautiful, like if you look at her original colors, okay, yes, Sweeties is very generous and an amazing company. Palette Keras, if it's 0-15, this means it's like one of the more solid colors. Okay, so it is more opaque than the T series. So the T series, here's a good example. So this is 004. You see how that's like a rich color. And here I can get a what do you call it? Brush. 006. This is going to be like that brown. These all melt into each other beautifully. So if you watch her page and watch some of us that use them often, we'll show you how to melt these colors. But for the sheer ones, you want to look at the T series, okay? Because that stands for transparent. So here's the big difference here. Here, let's do it on a white one so you can see. When you're playing with these types of gels, let's use this green. It's like a little sagey color. All right, you see how this is really, the opacity of this is really, it's pretty opaque, right? I think my brush has seen better days, but you get the idea. The more you drag it out, you can make it a little less dark than other areas. But you use a lot of these while they're wet. So I'm going to leave that there. Okay. I'm going to take some of that white. Yes, potted gels are fun. They are really fun. You see, it looks like a nice white. It is a nice white. All right, and I'm working it. Oh, I didn't mean to work that hair into it. Do you see that? Somewhere. I feel like I just saw it. I don't know. Hold on. Whatever. You guys get it. I'm here just to answer some questions today. Show you a few things. Okay. Do you see what happens when you work potted gels into one another? Certain potted gels. Let's put it that way. All right. So let's move on again. Let's go with kitty hairs. Yeah, I have a big giant dog and he does like to shed. And here is T09. Okay, this is Earl Grey. This is a really versatile color. So you will have a lot of fun with her gels. Okay, oh, way too much. Hold on. What you do is you keep messing with them, guys. Okay, tight, tiny, tiny, light strokes. And then darker strokes. All right, so you see how T01 is definitely a much more sheer, it's a more transparent color, okay? But her products are so good. If you were lucky enough to go to her workshop, she got to really show you how to manipulate her products, but you can cure this and you can go back in and you can deepen it up, etc. I'm not sure if her pigment powders are in stock. If they are, they're super fun. I'll show you that too. Okay. And we can make this darker by going in with another brown or this brown again. So that's what you do. You really just play around with her pots, wet on wet. Okay. Here's a deeper like whiskey. I'll show you what I mean. And I love them all because they all work well together. And you could have any kind of color combination that you want by just mixing the pots. Yeah. Okay. So let's deepen up this outside. Just by touching and blurring and making it heavier and lighter in spots, you can really create some beautiful things by the tiniest bit, the tiniest touch. Okay. All right, so really fun, really fun. All right, let's cure that. Just a brief overview. Keep asking your questions, guys. I'm going to put that away. I will get out some of her pigment powders. Really fun. And it's a different look than ink. If you've ever joined our lives, I'm pretty sure you know that I'm an ink junkie, and I'm happy to answer any questions about inks that you have on there too. And if we miss something or I miss something on here, feel free to also DM me, and I am happy to help you. Okay? Because we don't want you to have FOMO. I mean, that's crazy. Really, really good. All right, let's see. This is done. To play with her like pigments. Okay, and what I mean by pigments. Oh, and there's something else I want to show you guys. Okay, so these are mineral pigments. Okay, they are loose. You see that? It really does take some practice, and it really takes like patience of saying, here's this 6. You have to use, what do you call it? Gel cleanser with her pigment palettes. And the reason why is that alcohol, acetone, that kind of stuff dries way too quickly. And you have to, here, wait a minute, guys. I got to get some of this off my table, because if not, I'm going to be the one spilling things, and I don't really want to. You can use them on a clear. You could use them on a matte. Let's, for the sake of time, let me put a clear coat over top of this real quick, just to even out what we're doing. Yeah. Any gel cleanser will do. Yep. It just has a little bit longer drying time than acetone or alcohol. And basically, you're using a brush, you're using her pigment powder, and you're making a little mix, like even on a palette, okay? Yep, I do have the Picasso 3 inks. I will show them to you. They're awesome. I love Picasso inks. They're very easy to use, and they're quite pigmented. 1, 2, and 3. So set 1 is rainbow colors, set 2 is fall colors, and set 3 is new. And they're more pastels. Here are the colors. Okay. So bunny, strawberry, rabbit, strawberry, lucky, pudding, goldfish, cloud, ribbon, and sweet home. These are Picasso 3. Really nice. So they have a little bit of a chalky base. Remember, anytime you have inks, you've got to shake them. Every time you put them to a nail, put that lid back on and shake again before you use it again. Okay? They are precious. This is what they're going to look like when you get them. Do not think that your inks are messed up. This is just, that's what happens, right? So the pigment is in there. You just have to shake. These are very easy to shake, by the way, and get ready for the nail. You can use them on a mat. You can use them on a wiped surface. Okay, very, very easy to use. Picasso 3. Okay, Yogo Mayo. And a lot of what you'll see her put up is like very simple designs, like sketch designs. You can use these for plaids. You can use them for whatever you want, but they're very, very nice water inks. I suspect they'll probably go pretty quickly. The colors are really pretty too. They are really nice pastel inks. Here's like the blue and the yellow. I'm just for reference, because I have one right here. Here. I'm going to say Sweeties carry any gel cleanser. I think that really depends on where you are. If you're in Canada, you could probably buy a big gel cleanser from them. Anyone will do. But quite honestly, it doesn't matter what kind of gel cleanser you use. See how cute these are? This is just on like what would be a wiped nail. Put on Hey Yo by Outcast. Here's the yellow. Really, really sweet. Really sweet colors. Stick a sticker on there, call it a day. Okay? Very easy to use. One of my favorite things about inks is how quickly you can get a look. Okay? And Picasso is a very nice brand. Yoga Mayo. Very, very nice brand. We're back to a palette Karis now. A really quick one. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to get through as much as possible. I don't want to bore you, but I really do want to help answer your questions. It's like I said, honestly, aren't we lucky that Sweetie's birthday is about like halfway between Black Friday and it's perfect. It's probably like when we're running out of things again. All right. So let me get my... Guys, how do I get so... Oh, here it is. I was going to say, how do I get so confused when I'm live with you? I need something to put this on. Okay, so I have my gel cleanser in a separate bottle. I think you can look it up for sure, but I'm in the USA. I think I just got gel cleanser from like Amazon. Like it's just a different, yeah. Same month. Me too, girl. Me too. Same month for me. My birthday is this month too. All right, let's use copper because you'll be able to really see it. See? And let's just make a little mix. So what you're going to do is take her mineral pigment powder. You're going to take a brush. I'm just going to take right now like a, I don't know, a brush that has some bristles. You're going to take some gel cleanser on your brush. You can put some on the palette if you want to, all right? But you want the tip of your brush wet because what we're going to do is just tap it into the mineral pigment. You see? And watch. Okay. Now we have like this liquid copper. Simple, simple. If you want a more solid line, do it on the mat. All right. But really, really easy to play with. I think she's coming out with some new colors soon too, but yes, right? So it's already dry on there, just make sure it is. If you're really, really, really perfect for nuanced looks, it absolutely is. And let's say you go move on and you're doing something else. Okay, so the gel cleanser is going to dry and evaporate from here. But all you have to do to reactivate it is put some gel cleanser on your brush again. All right, and reactivate what you just set down. All right. See what I mean? Super, super easy. Oh my, I really have to redo my nails. I apologize for that. I just haven't had time. But see? Fun. Fun, fun, fun. I don't think it's the same as brush cleanser. I honestly think it's something like that you would normally find to remove the inhibition layer from, a sticky part of the nail. I think Diami has it. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'll tell you what, I'll try and remember to link up and put it in my stories later, what I can find on Sweetie Nail Supply, because, why wouldn't you want to purchase all from the same area? But yeah, can look it up. Any gel cleanser, anything that takes a little less time to evaporate, you're good, okay? Anybody have questions about top coats, clears, that kind of thing? Good starting colors. That's really going to be up to you and what kind of looks that you like. I love the browns because I do a lot of stone nails, etc. So browns are a good idea. If you want to get some card ideas together and send it over to me, I'm happy to look at it and see if there's anything that you might be missing or that I could suggest. But yeah, definitely a TO1 is definitely a must. Speaking of good top coats, okay, this is a very good top coat. This is not a thick top coat. Okay, it's not thin, but it's also, I guess it could be called medium viscosity, but it's really nice. It's self-levels really, really well. So there's so many options, and I guess, of course, use whatever is your favorite. There's so many options for tops and bases, etc. So you do you, but this is when I stock up on that. So speaking of which, I don't know how long it's going to last because I've been talking about it. All right, so I've been talking about it for a couple days, but different mattes for different things, okay? So yes, it used to be that there was like one matte top coat that wouldn't grab excess chrome a year ago, maybe longer. Now there's a lot of them that do that, but they also have different uses. So May Mode is amazing, okay? Amazing. And if you're using colored pencils, if you're doing any doodle drawing, this one is going to make the colored pencils the most vibrant, okay? Absolutely. Does it also not grab onto excess chrome? Yes. But this is a thicker matte. You will notice when you put it on, and you might even think, whoa, something going on here. It's not. It's just a thicker formulation. So if you are like big into chrome details, you like to hand paint, you like to do chrome, you want to use those LAP liners, those are all for chrome details. The matte that I would most highly recommend for not grabbing excess chrome, but also not blurring what's underneath the matte, is MD Gel Matte. Okay, this is a very thin matte top coat, but it does not grab excess chrome. It's really good at it, and when you guys are playing around with that kind of stuff, let's put it on the Yoga Maya real quick. Here's what I mean. You're still going to be able to see this. You'd be able to see a cat eye. You'd be able to see sparkles. You'd be able to see glitter once you re-top coat this with high shine, okay? This is a very, very thin matte that does not, doesn't grab that excess chrome. So here we go. Oh, I just hit it on the thing. Hold on, that's not good. See, I went like that and I hit it. Hold on. Too many things. All right, let's just do that. All right, our palette Keras is done. It really is quite pretty though. And there's actually more subtle nuances that you'd see in person here, like the lighter parts of the white, the darker parts, okay, when you have it up by you rather than on here. Okay, so this matte, every time you use a matte top coat that's formulated for chrome isolation, please do be sure to wipe the inhibition layer, okay? Even if it says no wipe, I don't care. Wipe it with isopropyl alcohol. Just clear everything off that nail before going in to do details with whatever you choose for your gel details. So gel details that are chromable, you need them to be no wipe. You need them to be like whatever formula you like, okay? But let's get rid of that. All right, you guys see that? All right, let's go in with, here's another one. I've been using this one a lot lately. This is Mayim-B No Wipe Meta Gold, okay? This is the one, Tammy, that you were talking about. This is not available in the U.S. right now, so let me switch over to LAP. Oh, or Shadow Gel. I don't know if that's in right now, but Shadow AU, that's also one that you can use. All right. Anyway, let's use LAP Gold. I think this is in. These are called Paraliners, guys, and you'll see what I mean. This is actually glittery. And you're looking at it like, oh, Lauren, really? That is like that yellow gold. Oof. And I hear you. I hear you. I feel the same way about those really, really, really yellow golds. I do not like them. They're not my friends. But this is because it is chromable and it is really good. All right, so hold on. Let me find a little tiny liner. Guys, I didn't prep any brushes here for sure. But let's just do this. All right. I know it looks gold. Don't come at me, because guess what's going to happen when we chrome this? This allows me to see what we're doing. Okay, I can see even the tiniest line, right? All right. And we're not going to leave it like that. We're going to chrome it. Okay? But this really does let me see what the heck I'm doing, which I appreciate, because sometimes it's really hard to see. It's certainly hard to see when you're using a clear, okay? They've definitely gotten better at that, but let's cure this. Let's use a chrome. Let's use a gold chrome. Right now, career number 9 is one of my go-tos. Let me get it. All right. I think it's number 9. Yeah, number 9. Good one. Good one, good one, good one. Let's use it. Am I missing any questions? Did somebody ask something and I just didn't even see it? Please repeat, because keeping you on here for a while. See? Bye-bye, yellow chrome. Here is our gold chrome. Like, yellow, be gone. Do you see, though? I didn't even wipe it yet with a sponge. This is an excellent chrome. Matte for chrome details. Excellent. Okay. Probably my fave right now. Perfect. And these are excellent. Okay. Really good. All right. Another thing that I wanted to tell you. I don't know if you guys are fans of Show Me Korea. Say, of course we are. They're beautiful. Did you by chance test out the caramel gel? I didn't, because I didn't have it, but I do have it now. It sold out so fast. I did not have it. All right, so Show Me Korea. All right, they really have some beautiful things. This is from the Moonlight collection. All right, but what I wanted to show you was how beautiful this looks with one of the cat eye from that collection. If you look at the top, you're like, oh, it has glitter in it. No, it doesn't. They're really, really smooth. Okay. All right, they pair beautifully. Another thing to check out is their solid colors. If you've been missing solid colors, because there haven't been that many solid color releases, Show Me has some of the best formulation of solids, like thin solids. To give you an idea, here, I need a nail, please. Look at this. They're so good. A thin. And I think I heard they'll be even additionally discounted during the sale. Like, so already on sale, then included in the birthday sale. So you guys know the deal with the birthday sale is everything's 25% off. If you spend a certain amount, okay, and that's Canadian dollars, you do need to go in and tell the system that you spent more than, whatever the minimum is, and put in that 30% off code. Okay. So pay attention to what they sent out as far as instructions are concerned. But, keep an eye on Show Me. Let's see what we can do with the caramel. I'm thinking it's toward the back of my table right now. Let me see. But I wanted to show you this too. When you're playing with best base or top for the most long lasting for nurses, hairstylists who want to get their hands. Okay, one of the best bases, I mean, there's a lot of good ones, and it's a tricky question because it really depends. Our nails are about as unique as we are, right? So as you can tell from my old ass hands that are always in your face on these lives, in my reels, in my tutorials, I am dry. My nail somebody who's a little bit more oily, etc. But a really good base to start with is a Diami. Where is it? Hold on. I get the names of these confused sometimes because they all have names. Where is it? Oh, here they are. Remember when I did that video, you guys, that I showed you like how my stuff's set up? My bases and tops are all to the right of me. And it feels so good base, okay? It's a really good base. Top coat, same thing. Like you're going to want to experiment with what you're doing. But, you know, some really good top coats, you know that Zombie Top is like the best #1 selling top coat in all of Korea. Excuse my feel so good base because it's kind of old. But do you see this teeny tiny brush? Really tiny, right? This is so you can scrub that base into that nail. Okay, so a lot of people really love this base coat because it really gets in there, it really holds. So that might be something that you want to try. Feels so good. It's been around for a really long time too, and that's because it's really good. So Feels So Good base is definitely one you might want to try. And the Zombie Top Gel is definitely a very popular top gel. I have so many top gels, but the reason for that is because I use them all for different things, you know, like different viscosities, etc. But look at this. Look at this glitter under Moonlit Grove. Like, see? Beautiful. Wedding nails, etc. There's some really pretty colors in there. Definitely check out Show Me Korea and see if there's anything in there that you're missing. Yeah. I do have the new Zombie in a Pot. So it's a little different than Zombie Top. Okay, it's a little thicker because it's like a clear gel as well as a top. Like, oh, that's lush. Here, let's see what we can do with this. All right, let's take a look at these pots that someone was asking me about. All right, so here is Zombie in the pot. Here is Zombie in the bottle. This is a very thick top gel. Which do I love more, Amena or Mayan B? Oh, I like them both. Yes, that is how you spell it. Beautiful, beautiful additions to Sweetie Nail Supply. Oh, this stick? All right, so this is on Sweetie Nail Supply, I think. So this stick is great because it has a flat edge, so it's not going to roll if I want to lay it down. Mine lives on my lamp. It has a fat end barrel and a skinnier barrel. And then I just took an extra barrel that I have from Vala. From Yogo Mayo and stuck it on the end just because I want to hold it further away. But yeah, really good. No, you can ask any questions that you want. I'm glad you are. If I skip it, just let me know. Okay, going to do this later. Get a good amount in that jar. Oh my, okay, yeah, okay. All right, so we are to those. I will pull out those Mayan bee pots. I'm sorry, guys, for the silence. I'm just scrolling. Cream. I would love to see it in action. Long lasting. Perfect. Yay, Romy. I'm glad you like that base too. All right. Between a minute and Mayan bee. Okay. All right. we're caught up. Okay, so here's the difference between these two. Again, well loved, so excuse the rim. You see? All right. I would actually like them to make this in a pot too. I really, really would. But here's this one. I love this too. So I don't have anything to put these on right this second. Oh, well, maybe this one. All right, so let's put the top. Alrighty. You see, I mean, juicy. Juicy. Really juicy. There's a reason it's so popular. And yes, some people are like, oh, it's thick. Yes, it is. It's a thicker top gel. So if you want a thinner one, don't get this one. They're all different, right? So, and they all have different uses. I like a plump, juicy top over top a silky cat eye. I do. So it depends on what you're doing. Do you need this volume on everything? No. So have some different tops. This is the time to try different things during sales like this. If you have your favorites, it's the time to stock up on your favorites. I did stock up on some tops and bases and stuff that I use all the time. Oh, which one? Crazy Top and Thin is way thinner than this. Yeah. All right, this is definitely a juicy, juicy, juicy top. Let it sit for a second. Not that I even wiped the brush. I probably should have, but I just pulled it out to show you the juiciness. There's also a lot of clear tops and bases that people have been talking about for a very long time that are kind of new to Sweetie Nail Supply because, they're kind of new. Check those out. Like when there's a sale like this is when you should be checking out things that you were curious about. Zombie Monster. I love it. It definitely adds to the strength of my nail as well. Yeah, and they do have a base. So if someone wants to try a new base, you might want to try out the Zombie base. This is also super popular. So it's a thicker base. If you're not happy with your current one, that's another one to possibly try. There's just so many options, and I feel like our nails are so different that you do have to play around with that a little bit. Or with clients that have, retention issues, etc. So everybody's different. You got that as well. Yeah. And let's just put a blob of this on top because we could. Hold on, I'm just waiting for it to cure. Oh, or we could put it on this. We could. That is a Show Me. You see, this is... All right. And let's look at those Mayan bead pots real quick. Oh, yeah, the discounted bundle. Yeah. I'm sure they probably have all kinds of deals going on. Okay, so here are the 3 pots that you're referring to. Okay, so this is the caramel. Curved downwards, and their nails popped off completely. Oh, okay. Guys, I took the silver thing off. I haven't even tried it yet. But it looks like it is moving just really slowly. Okay. I like to do a little research on how everybody's using these before I start playing with them. Here's the no wipe. All right. It's hard to tell by looking at it. Let's just see. The meringue, I think, is the most stiff. Yes. Okay. So meringue is going to be like, I have a color. The meringue is something that I would use a textured brush, like a Divock brush, like you're using thicker gels or something like that. You can even use like a ratty old brush. All right, so this is going to give you that the lines, the texture. You see like that whip area. Oh, I did use this one. I used this one yesterday. Do you guys want to see it? I think you're going to really like it. Hold on, I did a cheat like on how to do something really fast. I used the whip on this. I have not put the reel together yet. The meringue. So you know when you're doing these seashell nails and you sit there and you're like, bloop, bloop. I was like, I wonder if I can take that meringue and just do a quick shell texture over this. And it worked. Okay, so I will put that reel together. I have not done it yet. But that is the Mayan Bee meringue. Okay. It worked. This is they are all on the YouTube channel. So many things, Iman. This. To finish that off, instead of doing my seashell lines, I use this, okay? Non-whip meringue. I'm sorry. I think this is up there for USA right now, but I'm not sure. There is some Mayan Bee that is not, so it might not be. I did all my shopping before. Okay, let's see what Gleam looks like. A while ago. All right. What's this look like? That is definitely softer. So I could see that folding a little bit in time, right? But still, that's really pretty. And look, it gives you that nice juicy blob right there. Yeah, some of them are gone for right now, but that's not forever. Trust me. They just don't want you getting tariff charges on something with like one little thing. Oh, that's just a random brush that I kind of ruined, but you could use for a brush like that. You could use, I'll tell you, Diami, like their petal brush. The Divock brush is amazing. Okay, I made the lines yesterday on that like shellish looking nail with this, okay, like with a firmer brush, and drag that meringue, okay? And let's take a look at this. So that was caramel. I really like that. I feel like we can get those lush, juicy, kind of blobby shapes on nuance nails with this one. So that's really cool. And then this one is No Wipe Clean. Let's see what the difference is here. Or is this the one that I just used? I think it is. The Clean. Maybe because it's No Wipe. Yeah, that's what I just used, guys. I just used that. I do a lot of alternative French, but if I was doing like right here, I would probably not use an angle brush. Like I think it messes me up, but that's just how I paint. So you do whatever's most comfortable for you. Here's what we want, caramel. Because I don't think I've dug out of this one. No, I haven't. All right, let's see. Oh, this is thicker. Okay. Thanks for testing these with me, guys. Oh, yeah. Juicy. Okay, so if we have to put these in the order of thickness, it's going to be like this. So we're going to do the Clean, okay, which gave us like a soft little, definitely still has a little bit of an edge here, but it's not as thick as it was when I first did it. Okay, so this one softens up a little bit. That is the Clean, okay? And then we would say this one, which is caramel. So that is going to be also softened, but it's going to give you a nice big blob area. And it looks like it's going to be really clear without any bubbles. So that is caramel. And then for the whipped look, like texture that's going to stay, that's the meringue, okay? So there's the three of those. And they're all non-wipe, so it says. I didn't pre-coat this nail, so I'm sure it is, but we can't really play with that because I didn't do the underside of this. Okay. Any other questions, guys? What else can I help you with? Now, this is a weird live for us today, but we just wanted to see what questions, because a lot were coming in, see what we could help you with. And I know, and I love it, okay, but there are so many pages of Sweetie Nail Supply. I know it can be a little overwhelming sometimes. So all you have to do is reach out to us and we will help you. You probably have brand ambassadors that you love. I'm sure they'd help you. No, codes do not stack on this sale. That is a very generous sale, and you will get 25% off everything. And then if you spend a certain amount, don't forget to add that 30% off code. Okay, the directions are on there. Yes, the caramel is going to be mid-level. It will settle a little bit. The meringue is going to be super stiff. And this one's going to be even like a little bit softer. Yes. And if you, like I said, I'm available, guys. I was doing it all day yesterday, and I'm happy to help you today too. So if you have questions, send them my way, and I'm happy to kind of link you up or give you suggestions. Okay. We'll save this though, just so you know. And, yeah. All right. Something for everybody. You guys are so welcome. Thanks for hopping on. Save it and eventually delete it because I don't know how relevant this will be for very long. But thanks for joining me, you guys. Have a great, great day. Have fun shopping. May you get everything that you desire and that it doesn't sell out. And just keep an eye on announcements from them, okay? And your favorite brand ambassadors, too. I'm going to keep trying to update my stories. You know, if I see something that I forgot, I will do that too. I can't remember what I promised to put a reel up about, but hopefully I'll get to it. All right, guys, have a good one. See you later. Bye.